Hello everybody, welcome back. Let's have a look at Matic, and obviously we're going to start with Bitcoin. So let's have a quick look, see what's going on with Bitcoin, because Bitcoin to me looks as though it wants to make another run and attempts to try and get to this level here of 8,600, whereas if I'm lucky enough to be by my computer at the time, I'm going to short that area. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, so it's not financial advice, but that is my plan, and my expectation is that it will either hit that and maybe overshoot it, perhaps maybe be rejected from this level here of 8,715. Worst case scenario is that I say worst case scenario, I mean for my plan of shorting it, is that it will actually overstretch and get to this level here, which is going to be the 9,125. Rejected at that 50 EMA. Either way, my expectation is that it will try and make a run where it will be rejected from, and you can catch yourself a nice sort of short at that level. But the bad thing is that obviously, as I am expecting it to be a shortable time, how's that going to impact the rest of the market? It looks to me at the moment that altcoins are making another run, and in order for them to continue with this run, Bitcoin kind of needs to behave itself around this level. Now, because we are shortening our Bollinger Band area, we've come out of this big bulbous balloon shape from our original drop. Last time we narrowed our Bollinger Band in a daily chart, we weren't really there for very long. Probably there for, say, about 3 or 4 days before we plummeted. Now, that's not necessarily going to happen this time, but Bitcoin wants to make a move this week, so this could happen any time now. I'm not so sure it'll happen tonight. Could happen though, and that run will either go to the up or to the down, but when it decides to make its move, it might be the move that starts to break the formation. So I expect a run to the up and then a breakdown into this blue box territory. Anyway, that's enough of Bitcoin, because we want to hear about Matic. So what's going on with Satoshi values with Matic? So we had these huge runs. We got rejected at its 210 Satoshi level, which was fine to be rejected from there, considering it made this huge run up there. We kind of expected that would be its level, 210 to 220. That's more than enough Satoshis, you know, for a 4 or 5 day run. I mean, let's face it, that is an enormous run, almost gained 100 Satoshis. So we're consolidating from there, which is fine, and where are we bouncing from? The good thing is we're bouncing, and we saw this yesterday, we're bouncing from the 7-day close, the 7-day moving average. We've touched on that yesterday, had a nice support with a decent bounce. We actually had a big run over the night, all the way up to this level here, 202 Satoshis, just overnight, just massive run, and then fall back down again. Strange move really, but encouraging, but I don't like to see wicks like this, to be honest with you. No one would want to see a wick like this. What you want to see, if anything, is the reverse of that. But the good thing is that on the second attempt down, we did bounce on that 7-day moving average. So the moving average is moving up. It's up and away. It's very, very steady and pointy, which is good, because if we are being supported on that, it means that as the days progress, our support levels are going to be rising too. So, you know, roughly speaking, this time tomorrow, our support level should be around 180 Satoshis or thereabouts, if we continue to be supported at that level. We're back within the Bollinger Band. The Bollinger Band's expanding, so I wouldn't expect to see another giant move like this too soon. Obviously my concern is how Bitcoin behaves, because it's shown that at this point now, when Matic's failing to make its big runs like this, that it's going to be extremely sensitive to Bitcoin breaking down. So that's what I'm worried about, and if we do break down, and we do break down beneath this 7-day moving average, we're probably going to come down to the 10, to be honest with you. The 10, and if that breaks down, obviously that's the centre of the Bollinger Band, but beneath that is the 50 EMA, which is all the way down currently at 145, which isn't what we want to see. We don't really want to see any Satoshi value below this blue box territory, because it means we're going to have to battle our way back up again to break above it. So ideally, you know, we can hang around here, and we can be moved up as these moving average moves up with us, holding us at that support level. And by the time, this time tomorrow, hopefully that 10-day close will be above this blue box territory, offering us a decent second level of support if we start to break down from it. But, you know, as far as Matic making another big bold runs again, you can't really chart for something like that anymore, to be honest with you. When a chart looks like this, all indicators look bullish, so you know, if you were to use all the indicators, all you would say was that yes, it could quite easily be in the foreseeable future. It looks like it's going to do it basically, but without using those moving averages and without using those indicators, all I can say is that we've made a massive big bold run already. You know, Matic does like to make those moves, it certainly does, but realistically, you know, the volume has dropped off now, and I would be surprised to see us make another run or an attempt to 210 over the next few days. If anything, I'd probably expect us to go sideways with a decent trading range, because it is Matic after all, maybe a 10% trading range, but yeah, I don't think we're going to be making big bold moves up to this level again, at least in the next few days anyway. Let's see what happens in the week, but like I said, Bitcoin is probably going to dictate the way that Matic moves in the short term. We'll just have a quick look here at the tether value, which looks a lot more sorry for itself, I have to say. The same rules apply. This wick down yesterday broke beneath the 7-day moving average, and today we're sort of balancing on it as we speak. That's where the candle body sort of remained. So yeah, again, you know, it's the same deal, exactly the same deal. If you want to use these moving averages yourself to have a look at it, the one that seems to be most important at the moment is this 7-day moving average, and second to that would be the 10-day moving average, and then third down being this green one is going to be the 50 EMA. So these are our levels of support that are all moving up, which is good. But I find that at the moment, currently, it's better to chart Matic while using its Bitcoin pairing rather than its tether pairing. But that's just the way I see it. Now, on another note, we are pushing our way. Well, I mean, we're way above the cloud here on the Bitcoin pairing, which is brilliant. That's what we want to see, being above this cloud. And we did have a cross here, which is also a good sign, and the cross was above the cloud. So that is all very, very bullish. Wouldn't be the right word, but positive, basically, generally meaning that it's going to have a continuation of this move upwards and for a reasonably long time. That's generally what that cross would mean, especially when it's above the cloud like this. My concern is that the cloud is very small and skinny, because our trading range has been ever so small and skinny. Second reservation I would have is that Matic's a very young chart, so the Ichimoku cloud hasn't really got, you know, enough time to analyse this itself. And thirdly, after this big bold move here, it basically forced that cross. So to hold too much weight and relevance on the Ichimoku cloud, I think is a bit naive. But I do use the chart and I do use that indicator, so that is what it says. But really, it's not. You know, you're better off using the moving averages, and currently all the moving averages are looking quite good. Let's face it, they are looking quite good. I'll just move it down to a 12-hour because on this 12-hour we actually have a 200 exponential moving average, and what we've seen now on this is that we've got the green cross over the white cross, meaning a golden cross. So a golden cross is what we want to see, and we've got our golden cross on the 12-hourly now. So that in itself is bullish, and we've just had that as of yesterday. So that is probably, out of all the indicators that I use for a young coin, a young chart like Matic, that is a bullish signal. So let's just you know, enjoy that. Okay, so I'm going to have a sip of my tea, and I'm going to leave this video for you now on the good news that Matic has had a golden cross on the 12-hourly, which is not insignificant. So I hope you all have a nice day, evening, and take it easy. Thanks for watching.